Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Happy birthday, happy birthday, Libra. Seems like you have some real pop-in energy. Okay, all right. This guy like literally popped out at the beginning of the deck, and I believe it popped out at the beginning of the reading in another sign. But in this regard, it's the Knight of Pentacles, and he's about like looking at how far you've come. And I feel like in this translation, as I'm feeling it, it's like not in the year that you've had, but like in life. Like, this is Libra, this is your solar return, this is you like looking over the landscape of your life and looking at, you know, how far you've come, how far you've made it, how far you want to go still. And I feel like with the Knight of Pentacles in your regard, this month, especially October, is all about taking stock, taking inventory, and working really hard at like goal setting. And I mean, being an air sign, and especially that balance, that like kind of social, loving to have the peace sign, it's it feels like not often do you really look at your grand scheme of things. You're so great at looking at like the big picture in life, in your community, in your friendships, all of that, but it's really asking you at this time to like look at what your goals are and how you want to meet them, and what daily actions and like quarterly actions and yearly actions that you want to take and or need to take to get to where you want to be and where you want to go. For some of you, it's, you know, more travel. For some of you, it's more property or buying a property, like more resource acquiring, because again, Pentacles, resources, there is a big hill behind him, land. But he's also very grounded in his approach, that barefootness. And I feel like you're being asked to take a really grounded approach into, you know, appreciating and giving so much gratitude for everything that you have, and coming from that place and setting that intention with what it is that you're calling in and what you want for your life moving forward. Okay. Ooh. Okay, guys. Not you guys, these guys. Okay. Sorry, there was a few that pulled out. The King of Swords, there's a lot of clarity around, in October especially, around what systems have worked for you in the past and what has not worked for you in the past. And when you're finding yourself taking this approach toward this future planning with that old idea of like, well, this hasn't really worked out before, so why would it now? I think that's a really powerful place, like of almost evolution that you're having with this idea of your life, with how you're approaching things, with how people are approaching you, with even like, because again, Pentacles, we're coming back to finances, and I feel like, I mean, Christmas, holidays, we've got a lot coming up in the next few months, and I feel like you're getting really clear on what it is and isn't that you can and cannot do, you know, and that includes with your resources, and maybe not being as not, I don't want to say like generous, because you're always going to be generous, but understanding what it is that you have and what your goals are and how you can achieve them with an extreme amount of clarity and research behind you and how you're approaching them. Okay. Queen of Wands, authority, standing in your authority, owning yourself. It's empowerment. It's standing in your truth. And this bitch does not look afraid of one goddamn thing. Look at that hair flowing. Look at that stance and that gorgeous little flower in her mittens. She's got the world by her wand, and she is not afraid to go after and go after what she wants, tell it like it is, and be the person that she wants to. I feel like, again, especially because solar return, there is a lot of different things that are coming to you in terms of reevaluation. And with the King of Swords, it's a lot of mental reevaluation of how things look and how things are working for you and what systems are working and how you want to implement them. But with the Queen of Wands, she is all about like showing up physically, fully embodied and as her full self, and not being afraid to be seen and heard exactly as she is and exactly as she like truly is on her most authentic like soul level. She fucking is a boss. And I feel like that's part of this empowerment that you're coming into with this year, is that like, what are you afraid of? You know, what is holding you back? It doesn't feel like it's as prominent as maybe it has been in the future, or sorry, in the past, and that like you are not afraid to speak into existence what it is that you want. Whereas before, in years past, you really have been kind of held back by maybe not feeling like you deserved your desires, or feeling like you're asking too much. I mean, Libra is also a Venus Venus leaning sign, a Venus, fuck, I cannot think of some words today, but it's that idea of like, who doesn't want to be beautiful and be seen and feel like they are getting a little bit of attention for the way that they, you know, are looking and feeling good. And especially a good, you know, embodied Libra has no problem strutting her damn stuff in her gorgeous little ensemble. Okay. So dress the way you want to dress. Show up how you want to show up. Don't let people say you're underdressed, you're overdressed, whatever. You're dressed for the occasion you want to be dressed for. And I don't really think Libras are typically underdressed, if that's any indication. Pentacles, you're getting your finances in order. This is Libra, this is a year of you getting your shit together. And this feels like more of a year like scope, as opposed to just in October scope, but like October is really getting these gears shifting towards this culmination of the year. So by this time next October, you're gonna be looking back being like, holy shit, I actually am showing up how I want to show up. I'm doing things the way that I need to be doing them, in the ways that are right and most honest for my systems that work for me. And my money is working for me. My legacy is working for me. I'm able to set things up, and I'm able to be generous with ways that I want to be, but I'm also able to enjoy the life that I am living, because I'm working hard and putting that money and those resources and those things in order to be able to have that foundation of a beautiful future, financially, as well as, you know, empowered like soul clarity mentally. And like, this is just the beginning of all of these resources really coming together and working for you. It's that mind, body, spirit, like, and physical, you know, spiritual and emotional realm. Okay, one more. Oh my God, these are so long. Okay. This Magician, don't be afraid of the fucking power that you hold. And I think this is something that you have been afraid of before. It's you've been afraid of how powerful you are. You see how people react to you. You see how things can kind of, you can influence things, and so you maybe under influence, or you acquiesce, or you play into it to play a little smaller, because you don't really know how to deal with the waves that you can kind of, the wake that you can leave in your, just you cruising along being you. And the Magician says, like, harness that fucking energy to manifest and to utilize this infinity of power that you have within your brain, within your body, and the power within your own hands to create the world of your fucking dreams. Happy birthday, Libra.